Well, good morning. I'm Barry O'Brien here on CB Radio from the mayor's office in downtown West Palm Beach. I'm with West Palm Beach Mayor Jerry Muoio. Good morning, Mayor Muoio.
Good morning, Barry. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I want to thank our friends at Cosmo and Company for allowing us to do this every Wednesday morning. We normally record this, and you're listening here on either Saturday or Sunday morning on Seaview. Another glorious Chamber of Commerce day here, and I notice all the streets are blocked off, all the preparations going on for Sunfest, which starts on Wednesday night, tonight as we record this. Tell us your thoughts about that and anything that some of our listeners may need to know as they're going this weekend.
Well, you know, we're very excited. We always get excited at Sunfest time because we have a lot of great people coming to our city and wonderful acts, and I think this year is particularly good selection of folks.
And who is your favorite performing this year?
Oh my gosh, that's really hard to say. I'm just pleased that I've heard of some of them.
That's right. So. Yeah, some of these years you hear them and you go,
Oh, never heard of those
right.
people. So we have Doobie Brothers. We have
Dropkick Murphys from Boston.
Robin Thicke.
Robin
We
Thicke.
have Cake. I hear is really good. I tried to listen to a couple of their songs, and I actually like them.
Do you think they're descendants of Humble Pie?
Oh, that's a good
You
question.
know, I never thought. Maybe it's their grandchildren. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Anyway, if you're coming to Sunfest, no bags bigger than 12 by 12 by 4. So all bags will be searched. You're not allowed to bring anything in bigger than 12 by 12 by 4. And it would be much better if you leave your bags at home and come in without a bag. But if you have to bring something, if you bring a clear plastic bag, then you'll get through the lines more quickly.
And what about parking? I know in past years they've usually had a flat rate in the city garages, which is usually higher than it normally is. Is that the case this year?
Well, the way they usually work it is the garages and the parking lots closest to Sunfest cost more, but as you go out farther from the center of the city, that it costs less. So,
Right.
you know, if you want to walk a few blocks, your parking will be cost less.
And walking from City Place to Sunfest is really not all that far, and you've got the garage on Clematis Street, right by the railroad track. I think I'm looking at it right now, as a matter of fact. So I mean, there's a lot of parking options here in South Florida. And what about? I mean, one thing I've noticed. Fireworks are great here. I don't know who they get them from, but every time I go to a fireworks display at West Palm Beach, I'm blown away. And those are Sunday night?
Sunday night are the Sunfest fireworks, yep.
And you don't have to go, you don't have to buy a ticket to enjoy the fireworks. You can enjoy them from wherever you can see them.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. That's great. Now, we had a lot of things going on in the past week with the City Commission approving the Rybovich condos. I guess that's a six tower condo complex up on the northern part of Flagler Drive, going to be encompassing about 1,000 condos. Any thoughts on that? They still have a few more approvals that has to go through, right?
Sure, they have to do site plan approvals. I'm very excited about it. I think it's going to be a great addition to the North End, bring some more people into that area to live. And it'll be a marina, and there'll be retail shops, there'll be public spaces by the water that people can enjoy. It's going to be a whole sort of marine village, and I think it's going to be really wonderful. Now,
of course, it seems like with social media these days, it's very easy to rally the troops. And we already have people who are opposed to it and are saying they're going to sue the city or whatever. Some of them seem to be the same people who are opposed to the Chapel by the Lake project. And I mean, what are your thoughts on it? It seems like every time something is proposed, it's opposed by somebody, and you wonder how much of these things are going to get slowed down.
Yeah. Well, you know, there's always a group of people who are against development.
Who are much more vocal than the people who are for it.
Absolutely.
Or the vast majority who really probably don't care one way or the other.
And there's a group called Citizens for Thoughtful Growth. They have about 400 members. You know, they are certainly watching all of the development that occurs, and we welcome their input. We really try and listen to what they have to say, because very often there are really wonderful ideas. I'll give you an example. On Saturday, last Saturday, we cut a ribbon for new Walgreens on the corner of Southern Boulevard
Oh, that's
and
right, yeah.
South Dixie Highway. That is the most beautiful Walgreens building you'll ever see.
Really, I'll have to stop in.
And part of the reason it's so beautiful is because the citizens got involved and said, we want you to, Walgreens, to make this a really attractive building. And Walgreens and the citizens and the city worked together to come up with a really wonderful end result. And so I think we need to continue to do that kind
Sure.
of working together, because it does make the product better. So
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I think it's unfortunate that the first thing out of some people's mouth is, we're going to sue you, we're going to take you to court.
Right.
We're the city, we're the big bad city, everybody wants to sue us. But if they would just work with us, I think we would end up with a much better result.
Sure, and I certainly know from firsthand experience that it's, if you raise your hand and say that you want to get involved, you can get involved. And that's a very nice thing about this city. I found, as somebody who only moved here 4 or 5 years ago, I have found that a lot of the public officials and the different agencies have been very open in listening to my thoughts and comments, and I'm usually pretty open about what I think, and I've always been very impressed that they get back to you in a timely manner.
That's one of the strengths of our city. I have talked on several occasions about research that was done by the Knight Foundation on why people love the city, why they love their city. And there are 3 reasons. One is aesthetics. The second one is openness and tolerance. And I think, first of all, our city is a beautiful city, so we certainly have the aesthetics down. But openness and tolerance, we're a very open city. People can get involved. I mean, I was elected mayor after living here for 9 years. So if you're willing to get involved, you can get involved and you can make a difference.
Right. All right. We're speaking with West Palm Beach Mayor Jerry Muoio from the mayor's office here on Seaview Radio. We're going to have a brief message from Cosmo and Company, and we will be right back. This is Barry O'Brien. Good morning. We are on Seaview Radio, as you know. I'm with Mayor Jerry Muoio from West Palm Beach from the mayor's office. Thank you for doing this, Mayor. We appreciate it every week, telling us your thoughts about events going on in the city. I just noticed that the county, I guess it would be the tax assessor's office, has announced that property values all across the county have risen to the rate of, I guess, of about 5%. And in the city of West Palm Beach, they are projecting that the property values are going to be up 4.4%. So I would imagine, just as a casual observer, that you've got an automatic increase of 4.4% in tax revenue just from the properties that already exist. Am I correct on that? This has got to be good when you're always looking, when the bad times are there and you're always looking to cut money, this has got to be good news for you.
It is good news for us. It will bring some more tax dollars into our city. We were facing a budget gap for the 2015 budget of about $2 million, so this will pretty much address that. We'll continue to work on what we need to work on to get the budget together and ready to take to the commission and to the voters.
Right. I see the new convention center hotel is supposed to be starting construction. What is it, like mid-May? I believe that's what I read.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's going to be great for the
I know our
short-term
planning
jobs.
department's been working with them on their plans and everything. And yeah, absolutely. I've been anxious to see them start. So.
Right, right. I mean, that is, as somebody who is a veteran of many, many trade publications, trade conventions from the radio industry all around the country, I can't tell you how important it is for these exhibitors to have a hotel that's next to the convention center. They just won't consider it. So when some people are questioning, are we going to be needing all the hotel rooms that are being built, I would say absolutely yes, because those hotel rooms at the Hilton next to the convention center, those are going to be the first ones to fill up, but you're now going to have much larger conventions coming in, and that's going to fill up the Hyatts and the Marriotts and the Courtyards and whatever that are just not needed for the size conventions that are coming in now. So this is going to be great. So within a couple of years, we should be able to be doing a lot more business with
Absolutely. We had a study done a couple of years ago that showed that we were under-resourced in hotel rooms by about 2,000. So the convention center is like 450 rooms. So we still have some more rooms that we need to build. The occupancy rate this year has been sky high.
Right.
That's great. That's great for our county, great for our city. So, we are talking about more hotel spaces, but they're definitely needed.
Can you tell us a little bit about the job fair that's coming out for young people, May 10th?
That's right. We're having a job fair, and this is going to be at Gaines Park, and it will be from 10 to 12, I think, at 9:45, 10 o'clock. We're inviting people from age 16 to 24 to come.
Going to be checking IDs at the door?
Well, yeah, I don't know if we'll, but we'd like it to be for young people. And we have some employers who are coming, and hopefully we'll be able to connect employers with good young workers.
And you've got a town hall meeting coming up May 7th, also at Gaines Park. Am I right on that?
Yep, Mary McDonald Wilson Center, Gaines Park. We invite everybody to come. It will be 5:30 on Wednesday, May 7th. We believe that we will have Senator Clemens, Representative Dave Kerner, Bobby Powell, Bill Hager, and Lori Berman, all there to talk to us about the legislative session that's wrapping up this week. So it'll be good to hear about what went on in Tallahassee this session.
Very good, very good.
And one more thing, I have a walking town hall this Saturday.
Saturday.
Maybe some people will be listening to this Saturday morning and will want to come and join us. It's in the Roosevelt Estates South area, and we're meeting at 10 o'clock at Calvary Community Church, which is on Australian. And we're going to walk around that neighborhood and talk to the folks who live there and hear some of their concerns and really take a close look at that area.
I noticed something, I don't remember where I read this, but it definitely piqued my interest up in this. It seems like all the conversation is now in the North End area. There's so much discussion of development up there, and I saw something where somebody is proposing to build a brew pub restaurant at the corner of 9th and Olive. I got on my Google Maps and looked up, and I said, okay, now that's an area kind of between, almost near where Cosmo and Company is, over by, like halfway between Flagler and the areas, the restaurants in Northwood. Now, do you know if that at that location, is that building still in existence?
I think they're looking at renovating a building, but I don't. It's 7th and Olive, not 9th and
Not 9th,
Olive.
okay.
So I think the
Okay.
building's already there, and they're going to be renovating it,
Well,
which is very cool because that's also an area where we've got some new multifamily housing going in on the other side of the street. Well, actually, between Olive and Dixie. At that area. So
that's great. Well, Mayor Muoio, I want to thank you for joining us. We're here every Saturday and Sunday morning. I'm Barry O'Brien. We will see you here again next weekend, and I'll see you on the radio on Tuesday night at 6:05. Selling and Buying with Barry O'Brien. Thank you.
Thank you.